Today is not ordinary. You've probably felt it, even if you can't explain it. A strange heaviness in the air, an unease that wraps around your chest, whispering. Pay attention. The date may look familiar, but the energy is anything but. You woke up today for a reason. The moment your eyes opened, the clock of destiny began ticking. A message, long delayed, is finally pushing through the veil of time and space, demanding to be heard. You were not meant to stumble upon this message by accident. No, you were drawn here. Summoned, even. Somewhere between chance and fate, you clicked play, because deep inside you knew something was off. You sensed something was waiting for you. And you were right. The universe has been attempting to reach you for days, weeks, even years. Subtle signs placed in your path. A random stranger's word, the number that kept repeating, that song on the radio that seemed to speak directly to your situation. You called them coincidences. They weren't. They were the knock at your door. Today, that knock becomes a thunderous bang. If you ignore this, the next phase of your life, the breakthrough, the alignment you've been searching for, may pass you by. There's a reason you feel like you're standing at the edge of something massive. You are. The old is collapsing. The new is begging to be born. But only if you respond. You may have brushed off these feelings before, but today they won't let you go. You'll feel it in your skin, in your breath, in the way the hours feel stretched and compressed all at once. Time itself feels distorted. That's because it is. Time bends when something monumental prepares to cross over from the unseen into the seen. You are standing on a bridge between two realities. The life you've known, the routines, the patterns, the doubts, stands behind you. The life you were meant to live stands ahead. And there, right in the center of that bridge, is this message. The final push, the urgent call, the moment that demands your answer. Everything that happened to you before this day was preparation. Every heartbreak, every disappointment, every unanswered prayer wasn't a rejection. It was a rerouting. The universe was weaving something better for you behind the curtain, but you had to be delayed so you wouldn't settle for less. And now, here you are, awake, alert, called. Today is different. Today the messengers are not subtle. They've stopped whispering. They are shouting. They are pressing. They are waiting to see what you will do next. Will you continue to ignore the nudges, or will you step forward? Here's the truth. If you ignore this message today, something will shift. A door that was barely hanging open for you may slowly close, not out of punishment, but because energy must flow where it's honored. You are being invited, but not forced. The invitation won't remain forever. This moment is rare, sacred. It requires participation. You may already be feeling the internal struggle, the pull between comfort and calling. Your comfort zone is screaming for safety. Your calling is whispering, trust me. That tension you feel is confirmation that the message is real. Some of you have been asking for a sign, for permission, for clarity. Consider this the clearest confirmation you will ever get. Stop waiting. Stop second-guessing. You've been chosen to hear this for a reason. The next chapter of your life, the love, the abundance, the purpose, the breakthroughs, they are not waiting for you to be perfect. They are waiting for you to say yes. This day, this exact date, holds prophetic weight. It has been encoded into your destiny. You were meant to hear this now, not a second earlier, not a moment later. The timing is flawless. The urgency you feel, it's not panic. It's alignment. It's the knowing that something is breaking loose behind the scenes and is about to manifest. But it needs your cooperation. So I ask you, as the voice that was sent to speak this message over your life, will you lean in? Will you say yes? Will you allow the floodgates to finally open? Or will you ignore it and stay where you are, wondering months from now why things still feel stuck? You've heard it said that many are called but few are chosen. The truth is, all are called, few answer. You are standing in the space between answering and avoiding. Choose. If you listen, truly listen, you'll notice the synchronicities intensifying around you. The phone call at just the right moment. the number repeating on the clock. The stranger who says something that speaks directly to your soul. That's not coincidence, that's confirmation. The door is open, but you must walk through it. No one can do it for you. Not your family, not your friends, not your mentors. You must cross this threshold alone, yet fully supported by the unseen. Don't let fear paralyze you now. Fear is loudest right before your breakthrough. It throws every doubt, every memory of failure, every voice of your past at you in a final attempt to keep you small. But you are not small. You never were. You are vast, limitless, and your spirit knows its time. This is your moment, your awakening, your alignment. If you ignore this today, the next cycle of waiting may be long and heavy. The doors will not vanish forever, but the energy of this moment, the ease, the readiness, the synchronicity, may not return for a very long time. So choose to lean in, choose courage, choose trust. Let this be the day you later look back on and say, that was the moment my life shifted forever. The clock of destiny is ticking. Will you answer? The voice you hear, the one stirring you awake, the one that refuses to be silenced. It is not random. The messenger has been with you all along, watching, guiding, whispering through the chaos. You've called it intuition, gut feeling, coincidence, but it is none of those. It is a presence, ancient, unshakable, assigned to you from the beginning. This messenger does not arrive for everyone, only for those whose time has come, only for those whose purpose must now be fulfilled. You are one of them. And the messenger, it is a bridge between realms, between what is and what can be. You may have felt it as a child, the invisible warmth that surrounded you when no one else understood, the soft voice that told you to hold on just one more day, the strange peace that blanketed you when everything else crumbled. That was your messenger. This messenger doesn't speak in the language of humans. It speaks through patterns, through aligned moments, through the calm in the middle of storms. It has been both protector and provocateur. It guarded you from what you weren't ready for, and it pushed you into discomfort when comfort became dangerous to your destiny. You were never abandoned. The silence wasn't absence. It was preparation. In ancient texts they were called watchers, guides, guardians, the ones assigned not to control you but to steward your path, to help you remember who you really are, even when the world tried to make you forget. Your messenger is persistent. It doesn't leave when you disobey or when you delay. It waits. It waits in the shadows of your doubt, knowing that sooner or later you will return to the path. The message never changes. Only your readiness to receive it does. You've likely felt the pull in recent days stronger than ever. A restlessness, a stirring, an urgency that makes no logical sense. That's the messenger turning up the volume. You are nearing the threshold of something massive, and it is ensuring you do not miss it. The messenger's job is not to give you answers. Its job is to guide you toward the questions that unlock answers already inside you. And yet your messenger is not external. It is deeply woven into your being, a frequency embedded in your soul's blueprint. That is why ignoring it feels unbearable. It isn't knocking from outside. It's awakening from within. This voice will not beg. It does not plead. It stands. It waits. It commands attention by simply being. There's an elegance in its patience, a power in its stillness. In some traditions this is known as your higher self, the future you who has already walked through the fires you're now facing and stands waiting to lead you out. In others it is called your spirit guide, your divine witness, your angelic companion. The title does not matter. The energy does. Your messenger sees beyond what you see. It knows the contracts your soul signed before you entered this life. It knows the purpose you came here to fulfill. That is why it cannot let you quit. You are not just a body. You are not just a collection of habits and histories. You are a living, breathing prophecy. The messenger knows this. That is why it wakes you up in the middle of the night.
That is why it unsettles you when you try to shrink into spaces too small for your destiny. You may have mistaken this agitation for anxiety. You may have thought the restlessness meant you were broken. But you were never broken. You were being beckoned. Your messenger is relentless only because it knows what's at stake if you stay asleep. And now in this moment, at this time, it has orchestrated this very encounter. The screen you are staring at, the words you are hearing, the chill running down your spine, the lump forming in your throat, the deep knowing in your belly that this is not entertainment. This is activation. You are not imagining it. You are being summoned. The messenger's final role is to bring you to the door, but it cannot force you to walk through. It honors your free will. It respects your autonomy. It will guide, but it will not drag. So here you are, at the edge. The messenger has done its job. Now the question remains, will you do yours? This is the greatest paradox. The messenger who has traveled lifetimes beside you cannot complete the journey for you. It can only hold the light at the doorway. You must decide to step into it. And know this. If you choose to respond, the partnership between you and the messenger will deepen. You will start to hear the instructions clearer. You will walk with a knowing that others may envy but not fully understand. There will be moments where you doubt again. That is human. That is expected. But this time you will know how to recalibrate. You will feel the messenger's steady hand guiding you back to center. The signs will return. The whispers will grow louder. The unseen assistance will multiply. As you step more fully into your purpose, the presence of your messenger will not lessen. It will become a constant companion. The time of ignoring is over. The time of awakening is now. You don't have to do it perfectly. You only have to do it intentionally. The voice that calls you forward will remain, whether you hesitate or leap. And the moment you choose to leap, everything changes. This is who the messenger has always been. Not a stranger, but the echo of the real you. Waiting. You've reached this point because you were meant to. Now the message can finally be revealed. It is not a simple answer, nor is it a list of instructions. It is a truth, a vibration encoded in language that your soul has been waiting to remember. You have been chosen to receive it because you are ready to carry it. The message is both a warning and a promise, a map and a mirror, a declaration that everything you've survived was not random, not punishment, but preparation. You were never meant to break. You were meant to bend, to stretch, to be pressed in the fire until what was not truly you burned away. And now, standing in the ashes of who you used to be, the real you can rise. The message begins here. You are not lost. You have never been lost.
What felt like wandering was refining. The delays, the detours, the heartbreaks were not the universe punishing you. They were the universe aligning you. You were pulled back only to be launched forward with greater precision. Your journey was never about proving your worth. You were born worthy. You were born chosen. The journey was about remembering it. The second part of the message: you carry within you a blueprint that no one else on this planet has. There is a frequency, a sound, a vibration that only your soul can release. No one can replace you. No one can duplicate you. The void your existence fills cannot be filled by anyone else. You were called because only you can complete what was written for you. Your pain was not in vain. Your tears were not wasted. They watered the ground you are now about to stand tall upon. There is a shift that has been waiting for your yes, a door that has been sealed until you arrived here. In this moment, awake and ready. You are not here to merely exist. You are here to create, to heal, to build, to restore, to awaken others who are still trapped in their sleep. The third part of the message: you must stop shrinking. Stop hiding. Stop apologizing for the magnitude of what you carry. You were never designed to fit into the boxes that others placed around you. You were never called to walk the common path. You are the pioneer, the forerunner, the disruptor, and with that assignment comes weight. Expect resistance. Expect misunderstanding. Expect to lose people who cannot go where you are going. Do not mourn them for long. Release them with love. Their chapter in your story is complete. The fourth part of the message is the most urgent. The time is now. The window has opened. The cosmic alignment, the divine orchestration, the invisible gears of destiny have turned to unlock this moment for you. Delay now equals disobedience. Not because you are being threatened, but because your hesitation holds up not just your life, but the lives connected to your obedience. You do not exist in isolation. There are people waiting for what you carry. They cannot move forward until you do. The final part of the message: you will not be alone. The same unseen force that brought you here will walk with you every step of the journey. You will be provided for. You will be protected. You will be guided. But you must move. Take the leap. Make the call. Write the book. Start the business. Leave the relationship. Apply for the opportunity. Speak the truth. Set the boundary. Say yes to the thing that terrifies you and excites you at the same time. This is not just a motivational speech. This is a mandate. The universe does not waste awakenings. You were chosen because you will carry it well. And when you look back on this moment weeks, months, years from now, you will say, that was the day everything shifted. You are ready. You always were. You may still doubt. That's natural. Every soul called to greatness first feels unworthy of it. Every soul wonders, why me? Let me answer that for you. Because you endured. Because you refused to quit. Because even when no one was watching, you stayed true to your essence. And that quiet integrity has qualified you in the courts of the unseen. This is the season of acceleration. Things you thought would take years will happen in months. Doors that were bolted shut will swing open at your approach, not because of luck, but because of alignment. When purpose meets preparation, favor becomes inevitable, and yet you will still have to walk through. No angel will walk for you, no messenger will take the steps. They can guide you, surround you, protect you, but the action must come from you. You are the bridge, the link between the old and the new, between what was and what can be, between despair and hope. Stop rehearsing your failures. Stop replaying what broke you. The past has no more authority unless you choose to drag it into your future. Instead, rehearse your victories. Replay the moments you survived what should have crushed you. Let your memory of resilience fuel your leap into what's next. You have been trained in silence. You've learned how to endure. Now it's time to learn how to expand. The message also carries a warning. Do not attach yourself to the validation of others. They will misunderstand. They will mislabel. Some will even mock. That is not your concern. Your assignment was never dependent on their approval. When you stand fully in your calling, you will attract both admiration and opposition. Let both come. Let both go. Neither defines you. Stay rooted in who you know you are. You will know you are on track when opposition increases right before your breakthrough. Darkness always resists light, but light always wins. The frequency of your life will rise. You will notice the shift in your relationships, in your body, even in how strangers react to you. Energy cannot be faked. You will become magnetic, not because you are trying, but because you are aligned. You are entering a season where you will need to trust your discernment more than ever. Not everything that looks like opportunity will be from the divine. Some doors are distractions dressed as destiny. Slow down. Breathe. Listen inward. Your spirit will know. The message ends with a final call. You have been chosen. You have been equipped. You are ready. The only thing left is your yes. Say it. Say yes to becoming who you were always meant to be. Say yes to the journey ahead, no matter how uncertain. Say yes to yourself. Say yes to your assignment. Say yes, and watch what unfolds. The messenger steps back now. The message has been delivered. The rest is yours to live. As you move forward,
Watch for confirmation. It will come in the smallest details. A conversation that answers a question you hadn't even asked aloud. A stranger repeating words that echo what you journaled in private. Dreams that feel more vivid, almost instructional. These are not accidents. They are echoes of the message rippling outward as you walk in alignment. You may also notice unexpected endings, projects that collapse, relationships that fade, situations that once felt stable now crumble. Do not panic. This is not punishment. This is pruning. The unnecessary is falling away so that what is essential can remain. Honor the endings, but don't cling to them. You are being streamlined for your next assignment. The people you are meant to meet, the doors you are meant to walk through, the moments of impact you are destined for, none of it will be missed if you stay in alignment. What's yours is magnetized to you. Let this message root deep inside of you. Let it silence every voice of doubt that still lingers. Let it remind you that you are no longer waiting for permission.
The permission slip was signed the moment your soul entered this world. So stand tall, speak boldly, love freely, create relentlessly, lead courageously, rest intentionally. This is your time. This is your confirmation. This is the moment the universe has waited for you to finally step into. Your journey begins now, and as the dust of doubt settles, breathe. Breathe deeply. You are still standing. You are still called. The next steps may not be fully visible yet, but clarity will meet you on the path. It always does for those who choose to move. You are part of something larger than yourself, a divine timeline woven from threads of destiny, waiting for your full participation. Your ancestors cheer from beyond. Your descendants await your courage to blaze the trail. So step forward, not with fear, but with fierce faith. You are the message. You are the movement. You are the miracle. It begins with your yes. The universe is listening. There is always a choice. That is the gift and the challenge of free will. The message came to you at the perfect time, as it always does, yet even now you stand at a crossroads. What happens if you ignore it? What happens if you let the moment pass and choose familiarity over faith? Let me be clear. The universe does not punish in anger, but energy responds to energy. When a calling goes unanswered, when an assignment is left untouched, the path does not disappear, but it often delays. The delay is not meant to harm you. It is meant to protect the integrity of your assignment. There are people, places, and purposes connected to your yes. When you withhold it, their timelines are also paused. Your destiny is interwoven with others. Your hesitation creates a ripple. Ignoring the message does not revoke your calling. It only lengthens the journey. The doors you were meant to walk through today may close and wait for you years down the line, but those years become weightier. The longer you delay, the harder it becomes to hear the messenger's voice over the noise of life. Opportunities dry up. Relationships misalign, peace becomes scarce, not as punishment, but because the alignment you once stood in has shifted while you stood still. You may find yourself restless, frustrated, endlessly searching without finding. The things that once brought comfort will no longer satisfy. The job that was once stable will feel suffocating. The friendships that were once life-giving will feel hollow. Your soul will know, I was made for more. That knowing, if ignored, turns into agitation. That agitation can become anxiety. Anxiety can become despair. You may think something is wrong with you, but it's not. You're simply living outside of your assignment. The longer the calling is delayed, the louder the discomfort grows. Not to hurt you, but to wake you. You were designed to live at a higher frequency. Anything less will feel like spiritual suffocation. And yet, grace remains, always. The messenger never leaves. It only steps back and waits, knowing you will eventually return. Your calling is patient, but it is persistent. There is a greater danger in ignoring the message, the temptation to numb the knowing. People run to distractions, addictions, overwork, toxic relationships, anything to silence the voice that keeps whispering. This isn't it. But the voice never fully silences. It will meet you at 3 a.m. when everything else is quiet. It will pull at you during ordinary tasks. It will break through your denial at the most unexpected moments. The more you ignore it, the heavier life feels. The more misaligned your energy becomes, the more everything feels like resistance. And still there remains mercy. A window will open again. The invitation will be sent again. The calling will rise again. But know this, each cycle of delay brings you back to the same place, only heavier, only wearier. You do not have to take the long road. You can choose alignment now. Because the cost of ignoring the message isn't just external, it is internal. It's the ache of living a life that looks full on the outside but feels empty inside. It's the silent knowing that you settled, that you said no when your soul was begging you to say yes. This is the consequence that hurts the most. You were born for fulfillment, not frustration. You were born for purpose, not perpetual seeking. The time to answer has never been more urgent. And the moment you do, the heavy fog lifts. The obstacles begin to shift. The energy realigns. The divine assistance that once felt distant rushes to meet you. The entire universe conspires to assist those who choose obedience over comfort. The question remains, will you? If you hesitate, the signs will persist. They may even intensify. Closed doors, frustrating delays, unexpected losses. Each one a loving redirection trying to nudge you back to center. The universe does not give up easily on those it has marked. Yet at some point, should you continue to resist, the whispers become faint. The urgency fades, not because the mission has changed, but because your energy has drifted far from the frequency of your purpose. You start living on autopilot, existing but not fully alive, drifting, numb. This is the slow death of destiny deferred. It can happen to anyone. There are no guarantees that once called you will automatically fulfill what was intended. Destiny is not delivered. It must be stepped into, activated. The longer you delay, the more you risk becoming entangled in places, people, and patterns that drain you rather than develop you. What should have felt expansive begins to feel claustrophobic. And yet, even in the lowest valleys, you will find traces of the messenger's presence. A kind word from a stranger. A forgotten journal entry that stirs something ancient inside you. A song lyric that jolts you awake. It will never abandon you. You can pause your assignment, but you cannot erase it. Even if you detour for decades, one yes can reignite the path. One decision can realign timelines that seemed forever lost. There is immense hope in that. But why wait? Why prolong the ache? Why choose wandering when the path has already been lit? Fear. Fear is the great thief. Fear of failure. Fear of rejection. Fear of not being ready. Fear that you're too much, or not enough. The paradox of purpose is that you will never feel fully ready until you say yes. Courage must come first. Confidence comes after. The pain of ignoring your calling will always exceed the discomfort of obeying it. This is the truth. The messenger desperately wants you to grasp. Because when you choose to align, the contrast is immediate. Where life once felt heavy, it becomes light. Where doors once slammed shut, they swing wide. Where resources felt scarce, provision flows. Synchronicities multiply. Miracles become normal. Peace replaces panic. The external world mirrors your internal choice. The messenger will then become your closest companion. What once felt like agitation will transform into guidance. What once disrupted you will now direct you. The path will still have challenges, but they will no longer crush you. Instead, they will shape you. So what happens if you ignore this message? You delay your joy. You postpone your peace. You stretch a journey that was never meant to take so long. But it's never too late. The invitation remains. The door, though sometimes hidden, never fully locks. You have not missed your moment. You have only delayed it. And with one decision you can return to it. This is the grace woven into your design. The second chance. The third chance. The endless chances. As long as you breathe, the messenger waits.
Today can be that day. You don't have to understand the entire plan. You only have to answer the call. The rest will be revealed as you move. The universe favors those who walk by faith, not sight. You have been prepared. You have been equipped. The signs have brought you here. Now it's your time to choose. Say yes. Watch the entire landscape of your life transform. So let me speak directly to you now. You were never meant to live small. You were never meant to shrink, to apologize for your brilliance, to exist in a cycle of constant seeking without finding. The fact that you've heard these words means you are being trusted with a responsibility few are ever given. The messenger has not been relentless to torment you. It has pursued you out of love, out of certainty of what is waiting on the other side of your surrender. Imagine waking up each day with clarity, with purpose, with peace. Imagine no longer second-guessing every step. Imagine walking into rooms knowing exactly why you are there, exactly who you are, exactly what you bring. That is what alignment feels like. That is what awaits you. The choice remains. It always will. The door will not disappear, but why stay outside any longer? Why endure one more sleepless night wrestling with what you already know to be true? The time is now. The message is clear. The consequences of ignoring this were never about punishment. They were about postponement. Do not postpone your power any longer. Say yes. Say yes. And step into the reality that has been waiting for you since before time began. The universe is watching. The universe is ready. The only missing piece is you. You have heard the call. You have felt the stirring. Now comes the most important part. What do you do next? How do you move from revelation to realization? From hearing the message to living it? The messenger has brought you to the door, but stepping through it requires action. This is not a passive journey. Destiny favors the bold. The following steps are the blueprint for answering your call and stepping fully into your assignment. Step 1. Silence the noise. You cannot hear divine instructions over the chaos of distraction. Begin by creating space for stillness. Turn off the external voices, social media, constant news, the opinions of others. Find a quiet place each day, even if just for a few minutes. Breathe. Listen. Let your inner guidance rise above the noise. Step 2. Acknowledge what you've been avoiding. You already know what area of your life this message is addressing. The relationship that drains you. The job that no longer fits. The dream you've kept on hold. Write it down. Name it. The first step to transformation is truth. Step 3. Release the fear. Fear will show up the moment you move toward purpose. That's normal. It's a sign you're on the right track. Don't wait for the fear to disappear before you act. Move with fear in your back pocket, but don't let it drive. Step 4. Align your energy. You attract what you are aligned with. Start embodying the energy of the life you want. Walk, talk, and think as if it's already happening. You are not faking it. You are training your frequency. Step 5. Set boundaries. You cannot carry out this assignment if you are constantly drained by people and environments that deplete you. Protect your energy. Say no without apology. Distance yourself from anything that feels misaligned. Step 6. Take the first tiny step. Purpose can feel overwhelming. Don't focus on the entire mountain. Ask yourself, what is one small action I can take today? Clarity comes through movement. Step 7. Stay consistent. Momentum is your ally. Show up every day, even if it's imperfectly. You are not being asked for perfection. Step 8. Expect resistance. Every expansion will be met with friction. People may question you. Circumstances may test you. Expect it, but don't let it discourage you. Resistance is proof of growth. Step 9. Surround yourself with truth tellers. Find mentors, friends, or guides who will speak honestly into your journey. Step 10. Your job is obedience. It's not about doing it all perfectly, it's about moving forward.
Destiny calls the willing, not the perfect. Understand that the most powerful yes you will ever say is the quiet yes to yourself. It's the moment you decide that staying stuck, small or scared, is no longer acceptable. You will waver, you will question, you will wonder if you heard correctly. That's human, that's normal. The key is to keep moving anyway. When you hesitate, remember this truth: the messenger would not have brought you this far if you were not capable of carrying what comes next. There are people waiting for your obedience. They don't even know it yet, but they are waiting for the light you carry to illuminate their path. You were never called to save everyone. You were called to be a catalyst for those assigned to your voice. Some may try to copy your journey. Let them. They cannot copy your assignment. What you carry cannot be duplicated. You are being invited to trust the process. It will not look the way you expect. The route will not be linear. Some days will feel effortless. Others will feel like climbing through mud. But the climb itself is part of the elevation. Do not despise slow seasons. Roots grow in silence. The world teaches speed. The divine teaches stability. You are not behind. You are being built. There will come a moment when everything you've learned in secret will suddenly be required publicly. You will not have time to rehearse. That is why preparation feels long. You are not waiting. You are becoming. This is your permission to release the pressure of perfection. Done is better than perfect. Obedience is better than overthinking. You will not miss what is for you, as long as you keep saying yes. And if you fall, get up. The assignment does not revoke itself because you stumbled. Failure is feedback, not finality. Every misstep sharpens your discernment. You do not have to pretend to be strong all the time. The strongest leaders know when to rest, when to pause, when to recalibrate. Do not confuse stillness with stagnation. Sometimes the most powerful action is to be still long enough to hear the next instruction. As you move forward, expect unexpected blessings. Expect people to arrive who want to help without you asking. Expect synchronicities that defy logic. Expect divine surprises. This is the reward of alignment. Stay humble, but never shrink. Stay teachable, but never forget who you are. Stay open, but never compromise your values. Every single step you take in obedience sends a frequency into the atmosphere that begins rearranging everything on your behalf. What seems random will prove purposeful. What feels delayed will reveal divine order. And one day, sooner than you expect, you will stand in a space you only once dreamed about, and say, "So this is what obedience builds. It begins now. It begins with you. So now, let me speak life into you. You are capable. You are chosen. You are ready." Do not minimize the power of your yes. Do not delay under the illusion of preparation. You have everything you need to begin. The rest will be provided along the way. This path will demand courage. It will ask you to walk away from comfort and into calling. It will strip away the excess so only the essential remains. But what remains will be enough. Enough to carry you, enough to guide others, enough to complete the assignment only you were born to fulfill. There will be voices that tell you it cannot be done, that you are not ready, that it has been done before. Ignore them. No one has ever done it with your voice, your fingerprint, your frequency. You are unrepeatable. Step boldly. Trust wildly. Move forward, even when you don't feel prepared. And when doubt creeps in, as it surely will, remind yourself, "I was sent. I was chosen. I am prepared." Because you were. The steps laid before you are not random. They have been divinely orchestrated for this exact moment. This is no longer about potential. This is about activation. So get up. Speak, lead, create, move, shine. Your obedience will open doors no hustle ever could. Your surrender will unlock what striving never could. This is your time. Say yes. Begin. You have arrived at the edge of transformation. Everything you've heard, everything you've felt, has led you to this moment. The messenger has spoken. The signs have aligned. The urgency has been revealed. Now the decision rests with you. The next chapter is unwritten. It waits for your first step. And here is the truth. No one else can take this step for you. It belongs to you. It was designed for you. The door stands open. The universe holds its breath. The messenger stands beside you one last time and whispers, "Will you say yes?" You have spent years preparing for this without even knowing it. Every hardship, every delay, every no was building the strength you would need to carry the weight of your assignment. You didn't stumble across this message. You were divinely guided here. That inner knowing that keeps tugging at you, that is your confirmation. Do not wait for another sign. Do not wait for the perfect conditions. There is no perfect time. There is only now. Destiny favors movement. The messenger will no longer push. The whispers will soften. The responsibility has shifted to you. The torch has been placed in your hands. So what will you do with it? You were not called to remain small. You were called to illuminate, to expand, to disrupt cycles, to unlock not just your freedom, but the freedom of those attached to your yes. This is your commission. You may not know every step, but you are equipped for the journey. The road will reveal itself as you move. You don't have to figure it all out. You only have to say yes. So pause, breathe, listen. You are ready. The only thing left is for you to take that first courageous step. If this message has resonated with you, if you feel the fire stirring inside, I invite you now to declare your yes. Speak it aloud. Whisper it. Shout it. Write it. Own it. Say yes to yourself. Say yes to your calling. Say yes to your purpose. Say yes to your assignment. Say yes and step boldly into the next version of your life. Your messenger will remain with you. The universe will realign to support you. You will never walk alone. And as you begin this next chapter, I want to ask you for one last act of commitment. If this message ignited something in you, subscribe to this channel. Join this community of awakened souls. We are walking this journey together. Your yes matters. Your voice matters. Stay connected. Stay inspired. Stay in motion. Click subscribe. Like this video. Share it with someone you know needs this activation, because this is not the end. It's the beginning. Your beginning. The messenger smiles. The door stands open. The next chapter waits. All that's left is you.